This is lesson 551. This is a spelling dictation lesson, and in this lesson I will dictate words that contain the teams that you see on this screen. These are all either vowel group 5 or vowel group 6 teams. Augh represents the sound aw, as in the word caught. It is a 4-letter vowel team. Eigh represents the long A sound, A, as in the word 8. Ea with a 6 under it represents the short E sound, as in bread. Ea can also represent the long E sound, as in eat, in which case you would underline Ea and put vowel group 4 under the Ea team. Igh represents the long I sound, as in the word high. And because the first vowel in the team represents its long sound, this team is classified as a vowel group 4 team. The difference between vowel group 4 and vowel group 6 is, in vowel group 4 you have vowels that join together and form a team where the first vowel represents its long sound. Vowel group 6, 2 vowels join together and the first vowel does not represent its long sound. OU has 2 sounds that we've learned thus far. The first sound we learned was ow, as in the word out. When OU represents that sound, you underline OU and put a 6 under it. But in the word famous, OU represents the short U sound, When OU represents its second sound, double underline the OU team. AR has a second sound, or, as in the word warm. AR represents its second sound when it's preceded by the sound w. OR has a second sound, as in the word work. OR represents its second sound when it is preceded by the sound w. Now let's look at all of the vowel group 4 and 6 teams that we have worked with thus far in the program. AI, a, rain. AY, a, pray. AUGH, awe, caught. EA has 2 sounds it can represent, E as in eat and as in bread. When EA represents the E sound, it's a vowel group 4 team. When it represents the short E sound, as in bread, it's a vowel group 6 team. EE represents the sound E as in see. EI can represent one of 2 sounds. In the word ceiling, EI is representing the long E sound. Thus, it's a vowel group 4 team. But in the word veil, EI is representing the long A sound. And in that word, it's a vowel group 6 team. EIGH is a 4-letter vowel team representing the long A sound, as in 8. EY can represent one of 2 sounds. In the word key, EY is representing the long E sound. That is a vowel group 4 team. In the word they, EY is representing the long A sound. There it is a vowel group 6 team. IE also can have 2 sounds. In the word pie, I is representing its long sound. It's a vowel group 4 team. In the word field, IE is representing the long E sound, and there it becomes a vowel group 6 team. IGH is a 3-letter vowel team representing the long I sound, as in the word high. OA represents the sound O, as in oak. OE represents the sound O, as in toe. OW represents the sound O, as in low. OU can represent one of 2 sounds, ow, as in the word out, and there it's 1 line under the OU, and it is a vowel group 6 team. In the word famous, OU is representing the short U sound, and in that instance, double underline OU and put a 6 under it. That's the second sound OU represents, as a vowel group 6 team, and that sound is UE can represent one of two sounds. In the word Q, it represents the first long sound of U. We underline UE one time and put a 4 under it. In the word do, UE is representing the second long sound of U, oo. So there we double underline the team and put a 4 under it. Finally, UI always will represent the second long sound of U, which is oo. Double underline UI when you encounter it and put a 4 under it because it is a vowel group 4 team. Let's look at the vowel group 5 teams we've learned thus far. AR represents the sound R in car, but it also represents a second sound or, as in the word warm. When AR is preceded by the sound W, it will oftentimes represent its second sound, in which case we double underline AR. ER, EAR, IR, and UR all represent the same sound as in her, heard, bird, and hurl. OR can represent one of two sounds, or in corn, in which case OR would be underlined one time, and in the word worm, OR is representing the sound which is the second sound OR can represent, so we double underline OR in that instance. OR will oftentimes represent its second sound when it is preceded by the sound W. Now I'm going to dictate 10 rows of words, and all of these words will contain at least one of these teams we've just reviewed, starting with row 1. The first word is cleanse. Cleanse. This soap will cleanse your face. Cleanse. 5 sounds. K, ul, n, z. Cleanse. Now pause the video and mark this word. You want to underline any teams in the word. If any letter is representing its second sound, double underline the letter. And if a word ends in a silent E, underline the silent E. Once you've done that, identify your vowel sounds. If you have more than one vowel sound, you need to divide the word into syllables, and then apply the vowel group numbers under the vowels that represent sounds in the words. Once you've done all of those activities, advance the video and see if you've marked the word correctly. Cleanse. The next word is thigh. Thigh. The athlete bruised his thigh. Thigh. 2 sounds. I. Thigh. Take a moment and mark this word and then advance the video. Thigh. 18. 18. The girl turned 18 today. 18. First syllable is A, 1 sound. Teen, 3 sounds. T, E, N. 18. Mark this word. 18. Warp. Warp. The wood will warp if it gets wet. Warp. 3 sounds. W or P. Warp. Mark the word. Warp. AR is representing its second sound or because it's preceded by the sound W. Row 2. Distraught. Distraught. The young man was distraught. He could not find his dog. Traught. Dis has 3 sounds. D, I, S. Traught. 4 sounds. T, R, A, T. Distraught. Mark the word. Distraught. Worthy. Worthy. You are worthy of this award. Worthy. 2 syllables. First syllable is were. two sounds, wa, The, two sounds, e. Worthy, mark the word, worthy. OR is preceded by the sound wa, causing it to represent its second sound TH is representing its second sound th, and Y is representing its second long sound E, which is the normal sound Y represents at the end of two or more syllables. The next word is pheasant. Pheasant. The pheasant is a large game bird with colorful plumage. Pheasant. Two syllables. First syllable fe, two sounds. F, e. Zant, four sounds. Z, a, n, t. Pheasant. Mark the word. Pheasant. Delicious. Delicious. This ice cream is delicious. D, two sounds. D, E. Li, two sounds. L, I. Shus, three sounds. Sh, s. Delicious. Mark the word. Delicious. Row 3, lighter. Lighter. Toss me your lighter so I can start a fire. Lighter. Two syllables. First syllable lie, two sounds. I. Tur, two sounds. T, Lighter. Mark the word. Lighter. Thwart. Thwart. I cannot allow you to thwart our plans. Thwart. Four sounds. Th, wa, or, t. Thwart. Mark the word. Thwart. Malicious. Malicious. There is a malicious code on my computer. Malicious. Three syllables. First syllable ma, two sounds. A. Li, two sounds. I. Shus, three sounds. Sh, s. Malicious. Mark the word. Malicious. Breakfast. Breakfast. I think breakfast is the best meal of the day. Breakfast. For spelling, pronounce it fast. Two syllables. First syllable break. Four sounds. B, r, e, k. Fast. Four sounds. F, a, s, t. Break fast. Mark the word. Break fast. Row 4. Precious. Precious. The precious gems were kept in the safe. Precious. Three sounds. P, r, e. Shus, three sounds. Sh, s. Precious. Mark the word. Precious. Caught. Caught. The girl caught the ball in midair. Caught. Three sounds. K, a, t. Caught. Mark the word. Caught. Weighty. Weighty. These are weighty matters which you are discussing. Weighty. Weigh has two sounds. Wa, a. T, two sounds. T, e. Weighty. Mark the word. Weighty. Warble. Warble. The bird's warble was pleasant and persistent. Warble. 2 syllables. First syllable war, 2 sounds. Wa, or. Bull, 2 sounds. Ba, ul. War, bull. Mark the word. Warble. Row 5. Treachery. Treachery. We had treachery committed today. Tre-cher-y. 3 syllables. First syllable tre, 3 sounds. T, r, e. Chur, 2 sounds. Ch, e, 1 sound. Tre-cher-y. Mark the word. Tre-cher-y. Envious. Envious. I am envious of that brand new bike. Envious. First syllable N, 2 sounds. E, N. V, 2 sounds. V, I. Us, 2 sounds. S. Envious. Mark the word. Envious. And for spelling, we say envious, but in pronunciation, it would sound more like envious. Airtight. Airtight. The prosecution presented a case that was airtight. 2 syllables. First syllable air, 2 sounds. A, Tight, 3 sounds. T, I, t. Airtight. Mark the word. Airtight. Word. Word. What was that word you just said? Word. 3 sounds. Wa, d. Word. Mark this word. Word. Here, OR is representing its second sound because it's preceded by the sound wa. Row 6. Swarthy. Swarthy. He was short and swarthy. Swarthy. 5 sounds. S, wa, or, th, e. Swarthy. Mark the word. Swarthy. AR is representing its second sound, or. It's preceded by the sound wa. TH is representing its second sound, th. And Y is representing its second long sound, E. Quartz. Quartz. Quartz is a mineral found in stones. Quartz. 5 sounds. First 2 sounds qua, or, t, z. Quartz. Mark the word. Quartz. Zealot. Zealot. The young man is a zealot in his political beliefs. Zealot. This is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable is ze, 2 sounds. Z, e. Lot, 3 sounds. Ul, a, t. Zealot. Mark the word. Zealot. Zealot. Tenacious. Tenacious. She was tenacious and committed to achieving her goal. Tenacious. Te has 2 sounds. T, e. Nay, 2 sounds. N, a. Shus, 3 sounds. Sh, s. Tenacious. Mark this word. Tenacious. Row 7. Freight. Freight. The freight train was 2 miles long. Freight. 4 sounds. F, r, a, t. Freight. Mark the word. freight. Dangerous, dangerous. This situation has the potential to become dangerous. This is a 3-syllable word. The first syllable is dane, 3 sounds. D, a, n. Jur, 2 sounds. J, Us, 2 sounds. S. Danger, us. Mark the word. Danger, us. You'll notice we have vowel group 1 under the A, but it's underlined because A in this syllable, according to vowel group 1, should represent its short sound, but in fact it's representing the long A sound. Daughter, daughter. His daughter is away at school. Daughter. 2 syllables. First syllable, daugh, 2 sounds. D, aw. Ter, 2 sounds. T, Daughter. Mark the word. Daughter. Sprightly. Sprightly. He moves sprightly through the crowd. Sprightly. Spright has 5 sounds. S, p, r, I, t. Ligh has 2 sounds. L, e. Sprightly. Mark this word. Sprightly. Row 8. Worth. Worth. How much is this ticket worth to you? Worth. 3 sounds. W, th. Worth. Mark the word. Worth. Instead. Instead. I will go instead of you. Instead. In has 2 sounds. I, n. Stead, 4 sounds. S, t, e, d. Instead. Mark the word. Instead. Spacious. Spacious. Your home is so spacious. 2 syllables. First syllable, spay, 3 sounds. S, p, a. Shuss, 3 sounds. Sh, s. Spacious. Mark the word. Spacious. Previous. Previous. I met him on a previous occasion. Previous. Now for spelling, pronounce it pre-vi-us. Pre has 3 sounds. P, r, e. Vi, 2 sounds. V, I. Us, 2 sounds. S. Pre-vi-us. Mark the word. Pre-vi-us. Row 9. Glamorous. Glamorous. This job is not as glamorous as you think. Glamorous. 3 syllables. First syllable is gla, 3 sounds. G, ul, a. More, 2 sounds. Or. Us, 2 sounds. S. Glamorous. Mark the word. Glamorous. Almighty. Almighty. The strong man looks almighty next to the regular-looking people. Almighty. 3 syllables. First syllable is all, 2 sounds. Aw, ul. My, 2 sounds. I. T, 2 sounds. T, e. Almighty. Mark the word. Almighty. A is representing its extra sound aw in this word, so we put an 8 under the A. When A is followed by L, and then another consonant, it oftentimes will represent its extra sound. Weather. Weather. Did you hear the weather report? Weather. 2 syllables, first syllable we, 2 sounds. W, e. There, 2 sounds. Th, Weather. Mark the word. Weather. Infectious. Infectious. This disease is infectious. Infectious. 3 syllables. First syllable in, 2 sounds. I, n. Feck, 3 sounds. F, e, k. Shus, 3 sounds. Sh, s. Infectious. Mark the word. Infectious. Our final row 10. Onslaught. Onslaught. The army did receive an onslaught from the opposing force. Onslaught. 2 syllables. First syllable on, 2 sounds. Ah, n. Slaught. 4 sounds. S, ul, ah, t. Onslaught. Mark the word. Onslaught. Wharf. Wharf. We went to fish at the wharf. Wharf. 3 sounds. W, or, f. Wharf. Mark the word. Wharf. Joyous. Joyous. The wedding was a joyous time for the family. Joy-us. Joy has 2 sounds. J, oi. Us. 2 sounds. S. Joy-us. Mark the word. Joy-us. And our final word is momentous. Momentous. This is a momentous occasion for the nation. Mo-men-tus. 3 syllables. First syllable mo, 2 sounds. O. Men, 3 sounds. N. Tus, 3 sounds. T, s. Mo, men, tus. Mark the word. Mo, men, tus. And this completes the dictation of words from lesson 551.